Bonjour et bienvenue à la classe de français 1. Avec moi, Madame Fritchman. Je suis la professeure de toutes les classes de français. Hello, welcome to French 1. My name is Miss Fritchman, and you will be stuck with me for a whole semester. So I'd like to welcome you all, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon, either here in Cyber World or live in class soon. So a little bit about French 1. So you're diving into a language. There are so many reasons to take a language, and we will discuss that during the class. A little bit about the program is we use the Bon Voyage series as a textbook, but I use many different supplementary materials to basically enhance that. I use the book as a guide, and I don't really follow it to the T. We also will be using Schoology, of course, and Schoology will be your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on how you look at it. And I use Quizlet a lot. Everything that you need for French 1 is basically in Quizlet. And we will talk about how to use the Quizlet app if you don't already know, which most of you already do. So let's continue on with French. So about me a little bit, I teach French 1, French 3, or French 1, French 2, French 3, French 4, and European cultures, which is a new class. This semester will be French 1, French 3, and the new European cultures class. As you all know, I love to travel. I have been almost all over the world, and I have a long bucket list. I went to Edinburgh University, and I never left. Therefore, I've been at John McClain for, this will be my 23rd year of teaching at GM. This summer, you see a picture of the waterfall there. I have been enamored with waterfalls and hikes, not really hikes, I guess trail walks, if you will, this summer, and doing as much outside as I possibly can. If the borders ever open, we have traveled to Europe several times and to Canada. This summer, I have the trip from the past summer in the works. Hopefully we're going to Europe and hopefully to Canada this spring with French 4. So it's things that we can talk about later, and hopefully by the time you are juniors and seniors, you will be able to travel. So if that's something that you think you would want to do, start saving your pennies now. In order to delve into the language, we will be using the foreign language standards set by the state and the national guidelines. One of the main components, as you can see on the left, some of the main components, are communication, cultures, connections, comparisons, and communities. And you can see those are very important when you're learning a language. And there are several different parts of just learning a language, and your expectations may differ greatly from what you'll actually receive. So we touch a little bit on everything. It's not just learning words. We'll learn phrases, and we'll learn geography and culture and all kinds of things that I'm going to get into right now. So there are also different levels when you're learning a language. You have the novice, the intermediate, and the advanced. And there are parts to novice, there are parts to intermediate, and parts to advanced. So you start with low to high. So you can be novice low, novice mid, novice high, intermediate mid, intermediate low, intermediate high, and advanced low, advanced, mid advanced, and mid high advanced as well. So you have those 3 different levels that you want to, that should be your goal, is to reaching advanced in some form. Hopefully by the time you leave French 1, you'll be at mid-novice. You'll start, obviously, novice low, novice mid, and then by the mid French 2, you'll be at, hopefully, novice low, intermediate low. There are also different modes of communication, which are very imperative to learning a language. So you have the interpersonal, the interpretive, and the presentational. Hopefully for those who you are going to be in class, the interpersonal is going to be a lot easier than those in cyber, but we'll definitely make this work because there are a few of you who are in cyber world here. So the interpersonal, of course, is person to person, spontaneous communication. So basically trying to think off the top of your head, off the cuff. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do. But by the time you're in French 2, it should be really easy. Interpretive is the easiest, which is one-way receptive communication, listening, reading, and viewing. So basically, it's all input, input, input. Hopefully, after a lot of input, there'll be more that's not a word, output, excuse me. So from there, you have presentational. So once you're speaking, you're listening, you're reading, and you're writing, you've mastered or come close to mastering those skills, then your presentational skills will be on point, if you will. So of course, we do all of that from the get-go. But of course, that's when you have the novice all the way through the advanced levels. So you will start speaking as soon as you walk in on Tuesday morning. So some of the course outcomes for French 1. So hopefully you will be able to, excuse me. So basically, I'm a grammarian. I love grammar, and I think that's part of the puzzle. I look at language as a puzzle. I'm here to give you the pieces, and you put them together appropriately and in order to make sentences and communicate. So my goal in French 1 is to get you to talk about me. I call French 1 the All About Me year. You'll be able to use nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. And one of the things that I've learned through teaching French for 22 years is the lack of English basics, which are just things that you learn in 3rd grade that no one remembers. So one of our biggest challenges is actually teaching English. So I will tell you over and over again that you will learn more English than you will French in my class, which will help you in 9th grade and 10th grade English as well. So talking about nouns and pronouns and adjectives and the placement and the differences between English and French. Correctly using verbs in the present tense and the near future. Numbers, of course, using the numbers 1 through 1,000 at least. And of course, you'll be able to do more than to 1,000 by counting. We'll do math, currency, telling time, giving dates, and telling your ages. So foreign language is actually very cross-curricular because everyone learns all the material, it just happens to be in another language. So if you live in France, you learn everything in French. Well, now I'm going to teach you French and how to do things that you may not know how to do. Writing an autobiography, you will be doing this will be very project-based this year, just because of the situation. So we'll be doing lots of projects and writings and speaking and videos. So some of the autobiographies that you will be writing, you'll do personal and descriptive, talking about the nouns and the adjectives and all about you. Because like I said, it's the all about me year. Description of friends, your school, classes, things about your house, and your favorite things, just to name a few. You'll be able to recognize and use interrogative words to ask and give information. Interrogative words, of course, question words. You always want to be able to get to where you're going, or hopefully ask at least basics, where things are, how to eat, where to buy things, etc. Geography is very important. It's good to know who speaks French, where French is spoken, also where France is, and to be able to locate the countries that surround France. And we'll be talking about Africa and other French-speaking countries as well. And culture, of course, is very, very important. So the countries of Africa and all different cultures and other countries that you would be shocked that speak French. So on that note, the contact information, if you need to get a hold of me, feel free to contact me anytime at monicafritchman@generalmclean.org or by calling the school, and the extension is 1303. And of course, if you're in Schoology, which will be your best friend, of course, you will be able to email me through Schoology or message me through Schoology. And the nice part about that is if you message me in Schoology, it comes to my phone. So I will respond to you as quickly as I can. And I am looking forward to seeing you. Au revoir et bonne chance avec tous. Au revoir.